Hello and welcome back to the West Ham Network for today's version of Hammer's Headlines. Only three more sleeps. That's all you are waiting for until the big day, until the big man comes down and delivers us 3 points at the Emirates against Arsenal. I am remaining positive. I know it can be annoying sometimes, but each to their own. That is what I say. Let's just hope you've got on that list 3 points at the Emirates. What a good start that would be for West Ham's, I don't know what you call it, 16th game on Premier League game of the season. Let's hope we've got players back and ready to rock and roll. Anyway, this is in association with the guys over at kumb.com, kneesupmotherbrown.com. Go check them out on their website. Great content as per usual. But we are here to give you some of the stories from today. I hope you've enjoyed the West Ham Daily from earlier on, where I kind of dissect into a little bit of the David Moyes interview with TalkSport. And of course, the David Moyes interview that he put on the West Ham YouTube channel. So make sure you go and check that out as well. Yesterday's Hammer's Headlines, where I talk about some of the links and players that we are potentially interested in. But depending on what David Moyes and how you take what David Moyes said, then will depend on whether or not we bring players in the January window. I think we might have a look at a couple of things. Nothing major, but a couple of things. Anyway, let me get started on today's first cheeky story, and that is on this man, West Ham star. Big boost for West Ham, big update on the star's future. That is Craig Dawson is looking more and more certain to stay at West Ham until the end of the season. He has been a crucial member of the squad for the last couple of years. Nobody would have thought it, but he is going to be again crucial, considering Kurt Zouma has injured himself and has received a operation. Hopefully he'll be back sooner rather than later, and we'll have to wait and see what the situation is with Naif Aguerd, who returns to Rush Green tomorrow, but there's no certainty that he will be available and game ready for the Boxing Day game at the Emirates due to the thigh injury. And like I said, we're expected potentially Zuma back around about mid-January, and Angelo Ogbonna is nowhere near his best as well, but it looks like Craig Dawson will have to lead the line again for West Ham in the back line. And you know, he's not been as a regular featured in the team as what he has been used to. And obviously he wants to move a little bit further north, but he probably will get his move. And I think West Ham will grant him his move, obviously, in the summer. He's been a fantastic servant for us as well. So all we can do is thank him for what he's done. Fingers crossed he can step up to the plate and show us what he is capable of doing. So we wish him, of course, all the best. But it looks like he is going to be staying put at West Ham for a little bit longer. Let's move on to the next story, and that is fact that, yes, that goal, that VAR decision that Corney scored against Chelsea has been assessed, and it was the wrong decision. 6 interventions from VAR in the Premier League so far this season have been deemed incorrect, according to reports. Each weekend, a panel consisting of 3 former players and a representative from both the FA and the PGMOL assess the key incidents. And so far this season, a total of 48 interventions have been made by VAR. So that's quite a lot. And it's looking like there's 6 key events in particular that have been highlighted. And the one which is key to West Ham was the controversial call which disallowed Maxwell Cornet's late equaliser for West Ham at Chelsea. Jared Bowen was judged to have fouled keeper Edouard Mendy just before the goal, and West Ham subsequently went on and lost the game, which was a disgrace. I remember doing the game ourselves here. It was an absolute disgrace of a decision. We deserve to get something out of it. And something needs to change with that system, especially when it's so blatant, especially if you're looking at those 6 decisions. Some of those 6 decisions are ridiculous. They're absolutely ridiculous. It's so blatant. It's absolutely crazy. So it doesn't really mean anything. It's just, I suppose, for us, it's handy to know, but it doesn't do anything for us. We don't get the points back. Nothing. But, when I think back to that decision, it was one of the worst I've ever saw. And we've been on the receiving end of a lot of them. We have been on the receiving end of a lot of them. So let me move on to the next and final story. And that is all about this. The future is bright. The future is claret blue. The future is Mubama. Divin Mubama. He is on fire. Your defense is terrified. Now, surely he's making it impossible for the West Ham boss to ignore him when the Premier League football resumes this month. Now, the 18-year-old is a truly unbelievable talent, and his emergence this season has made it very clear why West Ham potentially allowed some of the players like Sonny Perkins to leave rather than cave in to his demands. Now, he has featured for West Ham in the Europa Conference League this season. He scored a goal despite UEFA saying it wasn't his goal. I am awarding him the goal. He absolutely deserved it. and he put in a really good all-round performance as well. And he's seemingly improving every week that passes. It actually seems like he's almost too advanced to be playing in under 18s and under 21 football. And it could be about time that he gets a call up to the first team squad. Now, he has been on a crazy run of football form since he made his debut, his senior debut against FCSB, where I'm going to give him the goal. He scored 2 goals against Wolves under 21s. He scored a hat-trick against Feyenoord's under 21s. He scored 2 goals against Arsenal's under 18s. He assisted a goal in the Chelsea under 18s. He scored a brace against Tottenham under 18s and a brace against Sheffield United under 18s. So that's 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 goals in his last 2, 4, 6, 8 games, with 1 assist and 1 goal that was chopped off, which should have been a goal for him as well. What's the chances of Mubama getting a chance with David Moyes? I wonder if David Moyes has had a couple of moments over this winter break to realise that sometimes there's no harm in giving a young player a chance at this level. And do you know what? See, while the player's in form, while he's excited, while he's buzzing with life, while he's looking like he's capable of stepping up, he's been in and around the squad during pre-season, in and around the squad for the Europa Conference League. Give him a shot, give him a chance, throw him in, give him 10 minutes at the end. What harm is it going to do, especially now with the fact that we've got some players who are injured or potentially injured and might not make specific games? Some people look at it and go, you're throwing people under the bus when you give them that chance, and you've got to weigh them in. I don't see it like that. I really don't with the youth. They're so young, enthusiastic, got the opportunity. Didn't work for players like Mipo Odobiku, but it has worked for others, and it has worked all around Europe. It's a big thing in all around Europe when they give the young players a chance. So for me, Mubama is on fire. Their defence is terrified. Let's give him a chance. Devin should be getting a chance at West Ham senior team. Let's hope and see, pray that we get to see that. Anyway, that ends headlines for today. If I can change the picture on the screen, which it should do. Yeah, there you go. So I hope you've enjoyed it. Go and check out Knees Up Mother Brown, kumb.com. If you're new around here, hit the subscribe button. Of course, hit the thumbs up, leave a comment, give us your honest feedback, and we'll see you back here again tomorrow. A couple of days now to the kickoff. Come on, you Irons.